going a different direction this time. Oh, hey, anyone that knows flowers, let's see if I can get it to focus on. Let's see if we can. They're little bitty tiny ones. Some of the first flowers that bloom around here. And there's a whole bunch. Makes pretty good hedge when I mow. But it'd probably get people sick. Go slow. But yeah, I was wondering if I watched Kaylee at the Honeystead, and she talks about plants and stuff. A lot of times I'm like, oh, I got that plant all over my house or all over my property, which is always kind of interesting because she's in a completely different part of the country than I am. But I was curious if anyone knew what that was. There's a bunch of them. I hand seeded, so there's going to be clumps. I saved a lot of the clover cover crop stuff for filling in where I missed their stuff, but still not what I was wanting to show you. So last summer, about mid-late summer, I was talking with my neighbors. We go to the same church, and they let me walk back through the brush. That's what this property looked like before my parents got a hold of this. And when I was walking back through there, every once in a while, I could catch a whiff of honey. I'm seeing a freaking big ass swarm. That's what I'm seeing. Well, shit. Gotta deal with that. How to deal with that? Well, that's actually not what I noticed. I just noticed that coming back with the camera. But I had put one of my swarm traps down here. That's a big swarm. And I noticed this down here. I have to watch out for gardener snakes. But it's looking like I got a swarm moving in there. Now it's obviously not that big ass one that I just walked past. So we'll be right back. I don't think any of my colonies are strong enough to be that much bees. That's a lot of bees. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it. Probably not gonna be able to record it and do it. I know that much. Shit, they were supposed to pick some of the trees that I had swarm lures on. Not one of these. At least it's not clear up top. Maybe we can get them. I need a bucket. I need a bucket on a pole. That's what I need. Well, looks like I get a bee keep today after all. Now, I mean, that could entirely be from my colonies, but I don't think I got that much bees yet. But, you know, there are a few other, 30 or 40 colony apiaries around me, within, a mile or 2 mile radius. So let's see if we can either get our bees back or get some freebies. Might be a bunch of freebies, who knows? Be cool if there's a bunch of queens in there. I don't know what I'd do with them. Alrighty, be right back. Let's see if we can record this even with my makeshift syrup bucket taped to a pole. Bunch, bang, bang, bunch, bang. Well, I thought swarms didn't sting. I guess they do when you knock them out of the tree on yourself, huh? That must have looked funny. Well, a bunch of them grouping back up. But even with that, I mean, there's a lot of bees in there. Well, a bunch of them grouping back up. But even with that, I mean, there's a lot of bees in there. I mean, I don't know how much compared to big size swarms, but sure looks like a lot more bees than, sure looks like a lot more bees than could come from my colonies. They're not that, well, they're not that big yet. I had to go put gloves on after about the 8th or 10th sting. But as you can see, that's a pretty good amount of bees. One queen, more queen, I have no idea. I'm just going to try and get them all in the box. But guess I might be calling Harris after all. No. That's got to be more bees than could come from mine yet. I haven't noticed a decline in strength. I've been watching pretty good. Well, I think I got them. You know, there's a bunch of bees in that box. I can tell you that much. There's a lot of bees. And we're going to open the entrance up. I've got the reducer on right now. I'm going to open the entrance up so that they can charge right in and find their mama. I would assume it's a pretty good guess that there's a possibility, a pretty good possibility of more than one queen in that mess. But I don't have any idea about going about finding them. Well, I'm going to let them just sit for a bit. And there's a few hanging off the bottom of the cart, but I don't want to mess with too much. And man, make me actually have to go put gloves on. This was not nice swarm. Well, I wasn't gentle with them though either, so. We'll let them set and calm down for a minute, and if anything, I can leave it sit here until evening. I can't tell if there's any congregating up there or not, but since that's where a pretty good sized swarm chose, I'm going to make it more accessible, because there's a pretty good chance that more will come there. And if it was accessible, it wouldn't be too bad, you know, a rope on it already. Who knows? Alrighty, I'm gonna go and let these bees calm down, because they're kind of really grumpy at me. It's a lot of bees. I mean, it could be from one of mine, or I don't know. I'll go look at mine right now, huh? Now, obviously, it's just looking at them, but we're slowing down for the evening a little bit. Well, not evening, but they don't look any diminished. Like I said, it's just the I'm sure bringing in a lot of pollen. Look at that big old fat drone wandering in there, trying to squeeze his butt in between the... Oh, there's another one. Little drone's going in there to get a bite. Oh. Yeah, as far as I can tell, they all look strong. You know, they don't look like any diminished traffic, as far as I can tell. But like I said, I know of one apiary that's probably a half mile to 3/4 of a mile away, and could very easily be one of theirs. But it's definitely a lot of bees. It's more bees than that swarm that he brought by far, like times 4 or 5. And I mean, I don't know. I mean, it is a big swarm. Biggest swarm I've seen. Now, I've only actually gone and gotten like 3. This will be the 3rd or 4th one, but it is the largest one I'd seen. I gotta do something about this lid. I don't like them trying to get in the back. Alrighty, bye. Well, I don't know what I'll do. I'm gonna go sit down and have a glass of water. This is kind of warm back there. Glad it was in the shade.